All right, so I have the Microsoft Surface Duo in my hand right now. I'm on the phone with Mr. Techdyssey, Adam. Adam, talk to me. I have you on speakerphone right now. How does this sound right now?
Hey, it sounds all right actually. Not too bad.
Not too bad. For me, the volume of speakerphone. Are you on speakerphone too, or are you holding the phone up to your ear?
No, I'm holding it up to ear right now.
Okay, can you put it on speakerphone, please?
Sure. All right.
Okay, talk.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. I can tell it's on speakerphone. It sounds a little bit further out. One thing I can tell, have it be you talking on the phone, and it's feeding back too. It's funny when you're on speakerphone, it's feeding back like echoing for some reason. So I don't know what's going on there. But
Yeah, that's a lot.
but what I was gonna say is that when you're talking on speakerphone or regular phone, the volume through speakerphone for me is not that loud. Is it good for you when I'm talking on speakerphone?
It's okay, but it's not something I would really classify as a great speakerphone.
Okay, now I've now turned speakerphone off. How does it sound better, worse for you?
I think it sounds better. Of course, we're not getting any feedback now, and it's straight pipe to my ear instead of being a foot away or so. But I think it's better this way.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think if you use the Surface Duo, probably two Surface Duos, possibly that maybe that's the reason that there is some kind of feedback. I don't know if it's a bug or a design issue where it does and seems like it will feedback when either both people are on speakerphone with this phone. Do you think it? What do you think? Do you think it's a software issue or a hardware issue?
I think it's a hardware issue, honestly. I think it might have to do with the two setups with the speakers that it has. It might be using some sort of a microphone speaker setup, and it's throwing it off.
One thing I do, holding this phone up to my ear, it's actually not that bad in terms of like comfortable. Like I don't, I'm not uncomfortable talking on the phone with this. It is a little large in my hand, but I feel like I would be okay talking on the phone for a while, especially because I have the bumpers on. What about you? Do you think it's comfortable holding it up to your ear?
It's all right. I mean, it's definitely not as slender as a normal phone. I think it would be all right after a while, but you have to build a little muscle memory. I think if it were a long call, my hand might cramp up a little bit just because I'm not used to holding this large of a phone. But I don't think it's terribly awkward.
Yeah, one thing, if you want to hold your phone, I'm going to put you back on speakerphone. Hopefully it doesn't feedback too much. But one thing me and Adam both noticed, and he actually pointed it out to me, and I was like, oh yeah, I can totally hear that. There is actually two speakers on the phone. So this, when you get this phone, they say, or you've heard, there's a single speaker, but there's actually two. There's a loudspeaker in the top left when you're talking on speakerphone, which I don't even know if I put you on speakerphone, did I? Let me go back here. Where's my phone call? There it is. Oh, I have it on speakerphone. Okay. So when you're on speakerphone, it will in the top left-hand corner be louder. And then when you just talk on the regular phone in terms of like speakerphone off, it's up here towards the top middle, top right when you put it up to your ear. So there are two speakers. This is the volume on this, like I said, on speakerphone for me is not that loud. I wish it was louder. The one up to your ear is actually a very good volume. How did you feel, Adam, about the volume from the loudspeaker versus the one on your ear?
I think the one on the ear is better. The volume is not that significantly lower, so I think as far as a handset speaker, it's okay. The issue that I have is that the loudspeaker doesn't seem adequately loud enough to be a loudspeaker. Like speakerphone, I feel should be louder, but as long as you're not like in an area where it's noisy, it should be fine. Like in a business setting, but if you're like in an outdoor environment, it might not be loud enough.
Yeah, that's a good point. I wasn't even thinking of that. Is that if you're outside using this and you have it on speakerphone, you probably won't be able to hear it. You're definitely, I think, the best options when talking on the phone with this would be a Bluetooth headset of some sort, or even USB-C headphones if you want to go that route as well. The other thing on this is that when you are talking on it, you can use it in basically any orientation. So obviously, I have it open like this on speakerphone. I can have it closed up or halfway open, and speakerphone will still work. Same thing when you're talking on the regular phone speaker as well. So I'm going to turn speaker off. I'm going to keep it completely flat on here. I'm going to hold it up to my ear. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Now I can't hear him. You there, Adam? Oops. No, you're there. Could you hear me? Oops, I put him on mute. My bad.
I was like, well, there went Greg.
Let me do that.
Somewhere.
Let me do that again. So I had him on mute. So I'm gonna hold it up to my ear. Adam, can you hear me?
Yep.
All right, so I can hear him. It's weird. You wouldn't want to talk like this, but if you wanted to, you definitely could. Let me put you back on speakerphone. Any other thoughts, feelings about this, Adam, before we go?
Now, as far as the device goes, I have been enjoying using it. Like I just made a video recently that I was talking about, whether it's worth the price tag that they're asking for it right now. And I think that it's a very viable device. I think when it's working properly, the way it's intended to, it can be a very valuable tool for the target demographic, which is productivity and enterprise. But they're still going to have to work some of the kinks out of it. But overall, I think it does what it's supposed to, and I think some people are going to appreciate that. But maybe if you're on the fence about it, give it a little time to see if they can get some of the software kinks worked out.
Yeah, I think the same as you. I think I personally think within 2 or 3 months, this is going to be like a beast of a phone. I don't mean like it's all of a sudden going to have an amazing speaker and like 12 gigabytes of RAM or something like that. I mean just overall usage of it. I think it's going to be a lot smoother in terms of the kinks, and weirdness about just using it. I think a lot of that stuff will be fixed probably towards the end of the year. But anyways, that's my thoughts. That's Adam's thoughts on the phone. And talking on the phone is definitely, you can do it. It's not that bad. Use a Bluetooth headset if you want a little bit more comfortableness with it. And that's my thoughts. Anything else you want to finish up with, Adam?
No, that's all. That's it.
All right. We'll see you guys down the road. Peace.